and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a highly requested one. You guys have been wanting to know about my weight loss journey, the tips that I have to give you about how I lost 40 pounds. And yeah, so that is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. I just finished having coffee with my friend Sarah. We caught up. Long time no see, and I also just finished drinking a Zevia. OMG, you guys, this flavor is so good. It's been a great Sunday. It's been a great morning. This morning I woke up and tried yoga. I know you guys. You guys know that I've been wanting to branch out, and not only just with like learning how to do yoga, but just in all aspects. I've really wanted to become just like a more well-rounded athlete. I don't really know how to say it other than that. I've started running, I started doing spin, and now, because I've been wanting to learn for so long, I'm starting yoga. So I downloaded this app called Yogaya, and you guys, it took away the anxiety of even just having to go to a yoga studio. For me, it was a big deal. Walking into a yoga studio when I am not a professional yogi, is that a word? When I'm not a professional yogi, I'm not good at yoga. This girl does not have a lot of flexibility, and it's something that I really need to work on, especially as a weightlifter. You guys know that without flexibility and mobility, weightlifting is just, it goes to crap. And to be quite honest with you guys, the thought of even walking into a yoga studio, much less in Dallas where everyone does yoga, and these yoga classes have like a lot of people in them, was very, very intimidating to me. So I downloaded the Yogaya app, and I love it because they have 10-minute classes, so that's a perfect starter for me. I am very, very beginner at it, and so that just kind of allows me to get into the routine of even doing it in the first place. So basically, like I said, I'm starting with their 10 minutes or less yoga classes, and then I'm going to slowly, you know, work my way up to the longer ones. But I'm going to insert my little clip right here of me doing yoga. Enjoy it. Please don't laugh, guys. I'm very, very, very beginner. I'm learning. This is a learning curve.
Sing dog. Lift your heels. Inhale back to plank pose. Exhale, pull the left knee into your chest. Inhale back to plank pose. Shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. Tuck your toes. Press your hands for cobra pose 1. And then exhale, lower down. We got 2 more to go. Inhale, press hands and feet to lift.
If you're curious and you want to try out the Yogaya app, click the link in the description box below for a free 14-day trial. You guys know that I only work with brands that I truly believe in and truly love. This is one of them. Thank you so much, Yogaya, for sponsoring this video. I am going to head inside and then play with the puppies for a little bit, and then sit down and chit chat with you all about weight loss, my weight loss journey, how I did it, what not to do, the pros, the cons, everything in between. Fur babies. Hi. Hi. Always into it. Always. I'm actually about to take my Master Brain. This stuff is amazing, you guys. It's literally cracking a jar. If you guys want me to do a supplement review of all the supplements that I currently take, which is not a lot, but I do take quite a few from First Form, give this video a thumbs up and I will do just that. Alright guys, I am back, and as you know, this is going to be a sit-down talk about my weight loss journey, what I did, the 5 things that I learned that became the most important tools for me to be successful on the journey. My journey started back in 2010, 2011. I hit my heaviest weight and I was more uncomfortable in my own skin than I had ever been before. That was really kind of my turning point. That was really all I needed to, 1, want to learn a little more about fitness, and 2, start a journey of my own. It was a whirlwind. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was getting into. All I knew was I wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted to feel confident, and I wanted to feel good in my own skin. And I feel like every single woman deserves to feel that way. The very first thing that I learned on my journey was learning to eat nutritious foods rather than dieting. And I'm saying this because I learned this the hard way. The hard way. I was very, very restrictive from the get-go. I told myself, okay, you're gonna go 2 or 3 weeks without a treat meal. You're gonna go so many days without eating this food. I started cutting out food groups. I started trying to cut fats out because at first I thought fats would make you fat, which is not the case. I thought carbs made you fat, so I would try to eliminate carbs. All of these things that I thought I was implementing correctly ended up being the complete opposite. They all backfired on me. It ended up turning into dieting, and then, you know, dieting for 6 or 7 days, and then I would like binge on all these foods that I was restricting myself from. So when I say that nothing good comes from restricting yourself, I don't say that lightly. There is nothing good that comes from restricting yourself from certain food groups, from a certain type of food, anything of that nature. It's just going to backfire on you in the long run. Enjoy foods in moderation. It is all about moderation and finding that balance. I'm not saying sit on the couch 3 nights a week with a bag of Doritos and a pint of ice cream by your side. That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying this. If you have a craving for ice cream, or you have a craving for Doritos or something of that nature, allow yourself to have that food in moderation. Allow yourself to have a weekly treat meal. I'm so tired of seeing girls go weeks upon weeks or months upon months without a treat meal, and they're so proud of it. Like, I get if you're in a prep phase for the stage, but if this is a lifestyle for you guys, I feel like I'm more proud now that I've found a happy balance between the healthy lifestyle and still enjoying foods and still going out to eat, having a social life, all of these things, than I was when I was in prep. And that's simply because it's not an extreme, it's a lifestyle. So allow yourself to eat treat meals, to go out once a week, and to enjoy these things. Newsflash, those foods are not going to make you gain weight. What makes you gain weight is when you're consuming too many calories and not moving your body enough. Calorie in versus calorie out. The second thing that I did that completely changed my weight loss journey, my fitness journey, my health journey was I started lifting weights. When I first started out, you guys, I was a cardio guru. I lived on the treadmill, I ran at the track, and that's all I knew because I was terrified of picking up any sort of weight. Simply because I believed all those stereotypes that get thrown at us all the time. Not so much nowadays. I feel like a lot of women are starting to get into the weight room, but you know, 5 or 6 years ago, before Instagram fitness and all these things were trending, weightlifting was very intimidating, even still. And so I believed all the stereotypes about lifting weights is gonna make you manly and lifting weights will make you bulky. All those things, yada yada, they're not true. And the fact of the matter is, the second I started lifting weights, I not only became more confident, but I felt stronger, I felt better. My body started changing shapes. I'm an ectomorph. I can't talk today. I am an ectomorph, so I don't have a lot of shape naturally. So when I was a cardio bunny and when I started to lose the weight with cardio, I started to lose all shape. I was just very twiggy. And so, you know, most girls like to have a little bit of shape. So once I started lifting weights, I started to realize like, hey, Brittany, you can actually change your body with this. I still did incorporate cardio, but I didn't overdo it. Lifting weights helps you develop and build lean muscle tissue, and in return, this revs your metabolism. The third thing that I did was make the small changes, and I don't say that lightly, you guys. When I was in high school, I was the queen, and I mean the queen, of junk food. I mean Sonic. I would go to Sonic almost every single day after school. Golden Chick, if you're from the South, you know Golden Chick and their sweet tea, OMG. So when I started my journey and I wanted to feel better about myself and my own skin, I started with simple, easy swaps. And by that, I mean cereal. I loved cereal. So I started looking for healthier alternatives like oatmeal, or there are also healthy cereals out there. I switched from regular milk to almond milk, little things like that. Sugar to stevia. Cokes, I started looking for flavored drinks, flavored waters that had healthier options. I made these swaps even before I ever started counting calories or tracking macros, and they added up so fast. It was incredible. Once I started seeing those changes, I actually started weighing out my food and tracking my macros and tracking my calories. Honestly, one of the best things that I did was learning certain portions of food, because even if you don't track your macros, knowing portions and knowing what is in each portion is a game changer. I was completely shocked at how off my portions were. I was literally consuming like 3 portions when I thought I was only consuming 1. So it completely shifted everything for me in in terms of my diet, my nutrition, and my calorie intake without having to make huge drastic changes. If you're just starting your journey, you're not really sure if you want to count calories or track macros or anything of that nature, the best thing that you can do is invest in a food scale and just start weighing out your portions so that you get an idea of what's in what. The fourth thing that I did, and this is probably one of the most important, was I cleaned my kitchen out. And I don't mean wipe down the counters, cleaned out the microwave, clean the oven. I don't mean that at all. I mean my pantry. You guys, my willpower was non-existent when I started this. And anything that was in the kitchen that was bad eventually made its way into my stomach. It happens, we're human, but if your willpower isn't in check and your willpower muscle is non-existent when you're first starting your journey, if it's in the kitchen or sitting on the counter, or you've got brownies, or you've got cases of cookies or Oreos, that was a big one for me at the time. Now I have willpower, but all these things will end up in your body if you're not careful. So if you want to stay on track, you don't want to be tempted by all those little things, then don't even keep them in your kitchen in the first place. And the fifth and final thing that I did that made a huge change in my fitness, weight loss journey, lifestyle, was realizing how important it was to find something that you love doing, whether that's spin, whether that's running, whether that's weightlifting, whether that's yoga, whether that's, anything, whatever it is. Find it. If you love it, stick with it. I owe it to myself for finding that passion in weightlifting, because once I found that, that's honestly what kept me going. I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with the gym. I fell in love with how different my workouts and training could be every single day. And that's what kept me going, because I was so excited and so set on fire for it. The truth of the matter is, if you're miserable doing something, if you hate doing cardio, if you hate running, you're not gonna stick with it because you're gonna feel like it's a chore, like it's a job. You have to find something that sets your heart on fire. If you prefer yoga and Pilates and spin class, then go all out with it. I'm not here to say that you have to lift weights to lose weight. That's not the case at all. It's whatever you are most likely going to stick with, that's the best route to go. How do you get healthy, find a good lifestyle, and lose body fat along the way? You do it by moving your body with whatever it is that you love. Those are the 5 things that honestly have truly helped change my healthy lifestyle approach. A few things and a few pointers. Don't rush the process. Know that weight loss takes time. And fast weight loss is usually not maintainable weight loss. So any fad diets that promise to lose this amount of pounds in a certain amount of time, probably not something you should go for. Focus on fat loss and not weight loss, because the weight scale means jack diddly squat.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Your main focus should be on your body composition, how you're feeling on the inside and the outside, not on a number. If you guys want me to make a YouTube video over my entire weight loss fitness journey, then give this video a thumbs up right now and I will get to work on that. It will be a very long-winded one because it has been one for the taking. However, I would love to sit and share it with you guys. As always, thank you so much for stopping in on my channel. Leave any comments below on anything else you'd like to see, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!